Okay, we're going to continue working with building the JavaScript rollover buttons, and this this content is actually the HTML, or well, it's coding too, that works with the JavaScript that's in the head of our document here. So what we're going to do is we want to match the content up with what we called our buttons, or the ones that I made. And you can see they're meant for links, so you see tags that you should recognize. So there's your anchor tag, hypertext reference, and it says equals link 1. So you can put whatever link you want. I could put index.html if I wanted there. And so you'll see this first command is on mouse over, it rolls over. So this means you want to put your hover button in here. So the first button I made was home. So home, hover. And then on mouse roll out, you want to go back to the button that you had in its native state. So those would be, there's the hover state, and it's just telling you the rollover goes here, and then on mouse out it comes back here. So that comes first. And then this next piece of coding is actually just like we use when we use a thumbnail to link to something else. So it's also the native state. So I'm just going to put home here. And so it's button 1. The other thing we have to remember is what the size of the buttons were. So I'm going to roll up here just to make sure. Okay, it's 144 by 180. So we're going to put that down here too. The width is 144, and that's by 180. And so we're going to save that. And I haven't finished the other ones, but we have one set of buttons done. So let's take a peek at it and see how it looks. So if I hit refresh on here, you can see there's my home button and it's working. The other two buttons aren't working because obviously the images they're linked to are not available for this. So let's fix those two. For number 2, we used food, wasn't it? So we're just going to replace this. So it says food. And again, I have to change the width and height. So it was 144 by 180. I'm going to hit save. So again, you start with your hover state, and then on mouse out it rolls back to the native state, and then this is just like a normal I spelled that wrong, food link, a normal link that you would maybe use for a thumbnail going to something that we had before. So if we save it and go back here and hit refresh, now we have 2 buttons that work. So let's fix the last one. That was pet. So I'm going to put pet, and it says hover already, and then pet link, and we'll put pet link down here too. And these again are just names I made up. So you can make names up for whatever your buttons are. And save, and we'll hit refresh again over here. And now we have 3 buttons. And maybe we'll put a break tag under here just to give it some space at the end of my div that I made. So that looks a little nicer. And so there's our rollover buttons. It's pretty easy. We still got a couple minutes. One thing you'll notice, it's got that little line there. So what we might want to do is go up here in our styles and add a link and put text decoration. We'll put none. And we'll save that and hit refresh again, and then that little funny little underline goes away. So there you go, making JavaScript rollover buttons. Not too hard.